Hello, my name is GerbSnail, and I'm recording the intro to this video a week after the rest of this. And one thing to note, I actually had to make a few addendums, and that's why I'm here, and that's why the rest of this video is going to look slightly crunchy, because I definitely don't overwrite the default Premiere Pro projects every time I record things. And so I definitely didn't lose the whole editing project, and that's why I'm definitely not just slapping on an already compressed video onto the end of this. Don't worry about it. Anyways, today we are going to be going into the exotic class item mission area from Patrol. N Block, EC Dragons, and I. Hello, random blueberry. Anyways, EC Dragons, N Block, and I. We found that on like day 2 of the Pale Heart. And in fact, my original intro of this, hi blueberry. It's so that's why I explained this as if we have no idea what it is because at the time I didn't, and I just didn't want to re-record. Anyways, with that, this is not going to be my only glitching video, by the way. In the future, very close by, there is going to be a new update to the IRB. Huge congratulations to Skyshock and Insane Gamer 300 to finding new and improved things for PDR, more specifically PD, because we still don't have the R. More on that in the next video. Anyways, I think that's everything I want to say. Yeah, if you haven't done the exotic mission yet, why are you here? And go do it because it's really cool. And also, you can actually see the whole thing. I do pull it up in Alcahest at the end, and the last part that we can't actually glitch into. You'll see all that. I've rambled too much. Let's get on with the video. All right, so we are going to be starting in the diffraction load. I think that was what that was called. And behind this waterfall is a massive hole that usually you can jump straight through, but I had difficulties because I've got the funny amplified like thing where when you sprint you get amplified. Anyways, if you jump out you can avoid the death barrier, and we're going right along our way. So, sword swinging out here. There is our target down below. There's a massive funnel in this. Yes, we love our funnels here. And it shouldn't be too bad for you to just sword fly your way along. One thing to note, by the way, if you're like me and used to pull out your ghost to get Eager Edge back for sword flying like this, that no longer works in Final Shape. So you just have to swap weapons if you want that. So that is what I'm doing here. Anyways, like I said, very massive funnel. Really forgiving, although if you generally the rule of thumb is you want to line up with the structure and go until you can go no further, and you want to get to about ground level of the structure. And if you're still not able to do it like I'm here, try moving to the left or to the right, and that might get you around. So in this case, I went left and I started going forward. So yeah, whatever this is doing, there's going to be some kind of like teleport to it if I were to guess. And we just keep moving here, and just like that we are down below. It is very foggy in this little entrance, but as usual you can just run around and hop on top. So if you jump straight forward like I'm about to do, you can spawn out of bounds. And there's a few things you can do from out of bounds there, and it's pretty fun, but in this case what we're going to do, it is easier since we're just trying to progress and look at the mission. We're trying to be inbound, so we go right back where we came from. Keep in mind how easy it is to go back and forth between these two loads. It will come up at the end of the video for what I'm going to be working on next. So, here we go. You can just go right up to the front, and they're nice enough to let the box extend to the point where you can just walk right into the Intrusion. That's the name of the load. And I wasted a lot of sword ammo, so I'm going to do a quick jump cut to when I have sword ammo. Look at that! Wow, I've got sword ammo now. So, I'm doing that nice little cinematic camera for you. And now we're just going to do the walkthrough. Still here with N Block. You did not see EC Dragons in this video because he was in here previously with his Warlock, Wanted to go back with Titan and realized that he'd have to do the entire campaign before being able to actually join us in patrol, so that kind of sucks. Anyways, this area very much reminds me of Whisper. I'm guessing they're trying to go. It might be another like 40-minute, 20-minute situation. I hope it is because this would be really, really cool. But yeah, so lots of little turns and nooks and crannies for things. And oh, wait a second. Hold your horses there. Let's take a look better. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, I like that view quite a lot. This big spinny thing. You got all sorts of weird symmetry and stuff. This destination is just really cool. I like it a lot. I haven't done too much out of bounds exploration, although I will definitely start box breaking it now that we have technology. I guess I'll take the time while we're just going through. The new... Actually, no, I won't. Sorry, I forgot that we aren't going to be talking about that. And that means I need to record my intro now. Well, no, I won't. I just won't post this video until after the raid, and hopefully that's fine. Anyways, by the way, for reference, I'm recording this at like 4 a.m. on the second, or technically now third day of the expansion. We found this pretty quickly, and Block and I just speed ran all of the post-game content. And ooh, more views. And yeah, now we've finally run out of things to do, so we started going out of bounds. That's how this always works. But, yeah. I believe all the missions have viable auto-reses, so later down the line we should be able to IRB, which will be very good. Although we'll have to see what mission you can do to get down into this area, since I know it's kind of particular. Alright, here we have our first roadblock, this closed door. But it is pretty easy to avoid. Once again, we're doing only conventional out-of-bounds shenanigans today. You know, no box breaks or sync boxes or IRBs or anything like that. No wall breaches. Just plain old going around because Bungie has not sealed this map very well. I'm hoping that there'll be more turnbacks and things once the actual mission comes out, but all things considered, I'm guessing most of these doors will just open for you after you like shoot a thing or something, so I don't know what kind of advantage we get with that. Rip to that grapple. Anyways, we just run around this way and we jump across the top. That's right, going out of bounds to go back into bounds to go out of bounds, because the bounds are very loose. And now we do a quick height regain flight underneath the wall here. Nice and simple. And you just want to fly your way back up, sort of towards the middle. You'll see the platform that I land on here. It is right above me. Technically, I should be going to where end block is, but I got a little misguided. But at the same time, it is all good. We want to be getting on top of this like structure thing that I'm now currently underneath. Like, that is the end goal. And also, I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but you should have a mountaintop here. Because as end block demonstrates, you can just go straight up top over it, but I didn't have my grapple, and you know, I didn't have special ammo for that slot, so I just had to sit here for a while M-Block gracefully goes up above and continues along. So any moment now, just oh yeah, wow, look at that, I don't have my thing. Okay, so one jump cut later, and now I have my grenade. So, we keep going. You hop over the top, and just like that, once again, no ceiling in this area. Quickly turning around just for completion's sake. There. This right here is the door that we were just on the other side of. And now we continue forward. From here, there's basically no more restrictions. You can just follow the map as intended. And once again, this area is absolutely beautiful. Truly, truly an amazing destination and area and all that. I cannot say how much I love what the environment team has done with the Pale Heart. And it just keeps going. You know, you got the big hands, that's a skull in the distance. It's just so cool. Jumping from tree to tree and all that. Kind of reminds me of Black Garden Traversal, like the stuff that we did last season. I wonder if that's intentional. But, anyways, once again, this right here, holy wow, it's so good. So, so good. I cannot wait to see this in game as well, or like when I'm supposed to see it, because you know this mission's about to be super, super cool. So, anyways, this tree is in fact intangible, as I find out there. Yep. But now we jump for it this way, and you don't even need like proper sword flight technique or anything like that. I just use my strand melee and quick grapple to get across. Just like that. And here we go. Here's platform number 1 of 3. There's those plates around. There's like a bunch of them. It's probably something to do with the encounter. We'll see once we get the mission. I'm not going to go too far into speculation. But just another quick jump across. We got yet another platform. And another one of those funny little plates. And finally, to get across to this final one, once again, just a really quick sword flight. Sword flight or grapple or what have you. I don't know what I'm doing here. I guess just getting a higher advantage. Yeah, getting a higher advantage. That way you can just jump across. There are turnbacks in here, like below the platforms. Like you aren't supposed to walk from platform to platform, I don't think. But just like that, you can get across. No problem whatsoever. Once again, yet another little section here. And finally, once I turn around, there's one more area to go, and it's off towards the hands. And if I were to guess, you're going to get sucked along some kind of tractor beam here, but we don't have that available to us. So, yeah. So we continue. We can just sword fly across because the box encompasses this entire area and there's no turnbacks unlike the rest of it. So nice and easy. I'm guessing, once again, there should be some restrictions like joining allies and all that to prevent you from just doing this and skipping whatever kind of activities are happening back inside. And once again, I still cannot pull out my ghost to Eager Edge. It'll be a really hard thing to get out of the habit of. It's been, what, 2 years now since we got Eager Edge? Anyways, just doing some light parkour across there. Kind of struggling to get a foothold, but I make it in time. Plus, plenty of sword ammo as well. I probably didn't need to gen ammo when I did, but oh well. And here we are, entering the final destination of what we can explore right now. Because once we enter this little hallway here, once again going into kind of cinematic camera mode, or not really. This is the end, and there's a closed door. So, that's all we can do for now in game. We already checked in Alcahest, and it's just completely barriered, and it's completely enclosed. We cannot get any further in game. So, why don't we take a look at what could be? All right, the fun does not end there, everyone. We are gaming in Alcahest. Yes, final shape Alcahest. Woo. Okay. So, what I was talking about, by the way, if we head back out here, you can actually go under the map and end up like on top of this little brick here. But if we take a look at the barriers in this area, you might notice that it's completely hugging this wall and here, and so you can get into this little corner right here, but you can't go further out this way. And even if you could, the barriers do extend out this way, and it's just a bad time. You're not getting through in here. So, hang on one second, I'm a little turned around. Anyways, let's take a look at what this area looks like further in, since we've got the technology. So, would you look at that? Ain't that pretty cool? I'm not going to take too close of a look at anything. As well, just a quick peek in here. But that's not why I opened up Alcahest. Instead, it's because of what's out of bounds. You see, if we take our attention, where is it? There it is. There is a dev representation of this entire area. Along with our classic floating letters and numbers. This area back here was called PvP, I guess. And as well, here's your representation of that thing here. But the new challenge of what we're looking at here, obviously there is no box, or this is out of box. But as well, the box is pretty low here, so I'm guessing we are going to be able to find something along this big old stretch of rock up here to IRB to. And like I said before, back down here, hitting this load zone should be pretty straightforward, I would say. If also there's probably some other structure or something that we haven't seen out here, but our new goal is to get to these structures, to get up to this dev area, because that would be very, very cool. So that is what we're working on next. It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be quite the route, but yeah, I'm excited to get working on it. And by the way, if you are curious, there is nothing close to this here. Hang on, where is it? Where is it? There it is. Okay. There's like nothing around here in bounds. The closest that we found was, I want to say, back I can't remember. It's one of these. Loading date. Oh, I don't think it's any of these. Well, there's the map. So the landing, there's this. Like, this is well out of box, but this might be something that we could maybe have a landmark for, potentially. Let me make sure. Yeah. So we'll see about that. Yeah, definitely not out here. Yeah, refraction, I want to say. Which is actually where this load comes in. Once again, this is pretty easily, if we can get out of box here in some capacity, this is pretty easy to recognize. Just looking back here, like this lines up with stuff in the refraction. Or maybe we could even do something else somewhere else. Like, once again, the blooming. Oh yeah, speaking of the blooming, there is this tree right here in the blooming. Someone already got out of box in this load and found this tree. This lines up with the impasse. Not the impasse, the intrusion. Like, this tree is that tree right here. So, if you want the most convoluted IRB, I guess you could hit this and then travel all the way back to patrol, but I don't think that's worth it. Anyways, yeah, so that's what we're gonna work on is trying to figure out a way to get up to that dev city because that would be super super cool. I think it'll be possible to find something that lines up with this in some capacity, like over here. Like, once again, I think our best bet is probably going to be, like, in the other direction. I said the other direction. I know there's more over here. Hmm. I don't know. We will find something. Actually, this might also be another good landmark. This should still be in the box, although barely. I don't know how the box is yet, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, right here, I think. If you were to set your res, head down to, not the impasse, it's the other one, the intrusion. Yeah, yeah, I bet you could find a way to get your res down on here. Anyways, that's what we will be working on. And yeah, I guess I'll end the video here in Alcahest. Yeah, it is 4 a.m. Yeah, I should not be up right now. I'm having a great time with Final Shape. Map tutorial is on hiatus until I have more time to do literally anything. And yeah, as usual, pretend there's a cool outro.